sold your house here from Keller Williams Realty, coming to you from Churches Island, Currituck Sound behind me. It's a beautiful day out there for the eclipse, nice and clear. And we are going to talk about the market update for the month of March. We're going to dive into the spring real estate market in both Dare and Currituck County. I pull my numbers from RPR and the Dare County MLS. I separate them by Dare and Currituck County, and we're going to start with Dare County first. In Dare County, your month's supply of inventory is sitting at 3.88%. This number year over year in the last 12 months is up 75.57%. We still don't have a lot of inventory on the market. It just shows you how little we had in 2023. The median days on market is 31. This percentage is slightly higher as well. And the listing sold to percentage stands at 97.7%. So sellers are getting 97.7% of their list price. Lastly, the median sold price of $570, which represents the middle price point of all homes that sold in the area. Overall, the data is suggesting that we've got a balanced market, close to 4 months on inventory, so gives the buyers a little bit of a better level playing field. They can actually take a breath and think about what they're doing without having to jump into multiple offers. So it's kind of a win-win for everyone. In Currituck County, our month supply of inventory is at 3.4. This is up slightly over last month, and this is up year over year, the last 12 rolling months, 28.3%. In Currituck, for the longest time, we had a hard time getting more than 2 months of inventory, so we've crept up a little bit as well. Remember, Currituck is kind of divided. You've got Corolla and Corova over on the Outer Banks area, and then you've got everything on the mainland, and then you also have Moyock, and Moyock is another area of a lot of higher priced homes. It's more of a year-round area, but it is also very attractive to people coming over the Virginia line. It's attractive to the Coast Guard and the government contractors that service both Hampton Roads and the Elizabeth City Coast Guard base. And it is PCS season, so we normally see a little bit more inventory come on this time of the year because of the transfers that are taking place in and out of the area. Our list to sold price in Currituck County is 98.8%. And finally, the median sold price in Currituck County is $525,695. Again, that is the average of all homes that have sold from the Corolla Outer Banks, your ocean fronts over there, $2, $3, $4 million to your high end of $7 to $1 million in Moyock. It's the average of all of it. Overall, these metrics in both Dare and Currituck County suggest more of a balanced market for both buyers and sellers. However, it is more clear than ever that your pricing strategy matters. It really, really matters. In 2023, we reported that 30% of all homes that sold required at least one price reduction. Of those sellers that had to do a price reduction, those sellers only got 89% of their original list price as their sold price, and it took them 127 days to sell, versus the other 70% that sold for 99.5% in just 36 days. So those sellers got less, and they had to carry their property an additional 60 days or 90, in some cases 90 days, in order to get their home sold. This trend is continuing into 2024. Right now, year to date, and I believe this number is lagging a month behind, so this is at the end of February, 34% of all sold properties required at least one price reduction, and those sellers got 87% of their original list price versus 97% for the homes that were listed with the market. And there's a lot of things that go into pricing strategies, and this is where a knowledgeable, experienced realtor can really help you and dig deep into these metrics. Understanding these stats is number one. Being able to look at comps and predict future trends and not just the past trends really matters in this market. And things like location, whether you're a diamond in a rough or a time capsule from the 80s, really matters when you're talking about pricing strategies. And the longer property sits on the market, the more frustrated the seller gets. And then the buyer tends to ignore that property or think something's wrong with it. They know it's overpriced, and oftentimes they are afraid to make an offer on it because they don't want to insult somebody, when it may very well be that that seller is willing to consider a lower offer at this point in time. You don't need room to negotiate. If your price is right and you have a great location and you're putting forth a great product, many of those homes are still seeing multiple offers. So, and a multiple offer situation is always better for a seller than a price reduction. You've got multiple offers to consider, and your price might not get over full price, but it might get you a full price offer or a very close to full price offer, but the terms may be more attractive to the seller. So multiple offers are always of a benefit. They give the seller a bit of an advantage of being able to choose the terms that serve their needs best. So pricing strategies matter more than ever. Make sure you're asking hard questions about that, looking at the stats, going over them with your realtor that's helping you price that property, and trust them. I mean, look at the data hard and trust them. You will end up with a much higher list to sold price in the end. So happy spring, everyone. Hoping for some warm weather. It's a little bipolar out here. Cold one day, warm the next day, but it's gorgeous today for the eclipse. See you next month.